All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always excited to dive in.
Today, we are looking at these new Xiaomi 14 series phones.
Oh, yeah, these look really interesting.
Yeah, so we've got like the 14 Pro, and then they're also doing this Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this is from an article we found called Xiaomi 14 series, a flagship upgrade for the modern tech enthusiast.
Catchy title.
Yeah, and they're making some pretty big claims.
Of course.
So we just want to kind of dig in here and see, like, what are these phones all about? Are they worth all the hype? Are they going to, change the world?
Is this of the future?
Exactly. So
Let's find out.
yeah, one of the first things I noticed is that they're really emphasizing the design, like a lot of these phone manufacturers do these days.
Right.
It's not just about the tech on the inside anymore. It's also like how it looks, how it feels.
The whole experience, right?
Right. So they're using like a lot of really interesting materials. So on the front, you've got your durable glass, of course. So the standard 14 has Corning Gorilla Glass Vegas.
Still the gold standard.
Yeah, pretty much. And then for the Pro and the Ultra, they're actually using their own glass called Xiaomi Shield Glass.
Interesting. So they're going in-house for that now.
Which is kind of cool. And then on the back, they're doing a lot of like silicone polymer and eco leather.
Ooh, that's nice.
I know, right? It sounds very like high-end,
Yeah, premium.
premium. Yeah.
Which I think is what they're going for. They want that.
They want that look and feel.
Yeah, that kind of luxurious feel in your hand.
Exactly. And thinking about it, I think there's a lot to be said for that because, a more durable phone,
Yeah.
that's less likely to crack, right? So you're not going to be, shelling out hundreds of dollars to get a new screen.
Exactly. And the materials on the back, and that affects grip, how it feels in your hand, whether it's going to slide around, how it ages even.
Exactly. So there's a lot more to it than just like, oh, it looks pretty.
Absolutely.
So they definitely put a lot of thought into that.
It seems so.
But, design is one thing, but we got to see if it's got the brains to back it up.
Right. Got to have the power.
Exactly. And they're not skimping on that either.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They're using the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 SoC.
Wow.
So this is like top of the line stuff.
That's a big deal.
Huge deal. And then it's paired with the Adreno 750 GPU. So
Okay.
imagine you're like editing a 4K video on your phone.
Yeah.
No lag whatsoever.
That's impressive.
That's the kind of power we're talking about here.
Yeah. And I mean, just thinking about the Adreno 750, that's a significant jump up from the previous generation.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at like a 25% boost in graphics performance compared to the 740.
Wow.
So if you're a gamer, this
is huge.
Yeah, your mobile games are going to be so much smoother.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a whole different experience.
So, yeah, definitely a lot of power there. But, all that power requires a lot of energy, right?
You got to keep the lights on.
Exactly. So how's the battery life?
Yeah.
Well, the Ultra is sporting a 5300 mAh battery.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking like 2-day battery life.
That's amazing.
Even for like power users who are constantly on their phone,
I know most flagships, you're lucky if you get through a full day,
Yeah,
Especially if you're using it a lot.
if you're really pushing it.
Yeah.
So that's a huge, selling point for me, I think.
Yeah, definitely sets them apart.
It's like freedom from the outlet.
Yeah, you don't have to be tethered to a charger.
Exactly.
Oh.
And speaking of charging, they're doing some really cool stuff with that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the Co has 120W fast wired charging.
What? 120?
Yeah, that's insane.
15 minutes to a full charge.
No way.
Yes.
That would change my life.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine just like, plugging it in while you're getting ready in the morning.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're out the door, you've got a full battery.
That's incredible. Game changing.
Yeah. But it does make me wonder, does that kind of super fast charging affect the battery's health in the long run?
That's a really good point.
Yeah, something to consider.
Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about design, we've talked about performance, we've talked about battery.
The essentials.
Now let's get to the fun stuff.
The camera.
The cameras,
Yeah.
and they are not messing around here.
Let's hear it.
So first of all, they've partnered with Leica.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
The legendary Leica.
I know. So we're talking about some serious optics here.
That's a big deal for a phone camera.
Huge deal. So all three of the phones, the 14, 14 Pro, and the Ultra, all have a triple camera system
Okay.
with a 50 megapixel wide lens, a 50 megapixel telephoto, and a 50 megapixel ultra wide.
So no matter what you're shooting, you've got.
You've got the right lens for the job,
Yeah.
but then the Ultra takes it even further.
Oh, really? How so?
It's got a quad camera system, so it adds a periscope zoom lens on top of those other three lenses.
Wow, so you can really get in close with that.
Oh, yeah, and it also has like all these other fancy features like multi-directional phase detection, autofocus.
Okay, that sounds very technical.
Yeah, I think it's basically a mobile photography studio.
I mean, that Leica partnership is huge. They're known for their color science, that
Yeah.
kind of richness and accuracy in the images.
Yeah, it's not just about the megapixels.
Right. It's about capturing the feel of the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, that artistry behind the lens.
And on top of all that,
Oh, there's more.
all 3 phones can shoot 8K video.
What?
Yeah, even the base model 14 can shoot 8K video.
So you're saying your home movies are going to look like Hollywood blockbusters?
Pretty much.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And, 8K is about more than just resolution.
Right.
It's also about future-proofing.
It's
So, like, imagine 10 years from now when 8K screens are like,
the standard.
yeah, the standard, you're going to be able to watch those videos back.
Yeah. And they're going to look incredible.
Well, they're going to look amazing. Yeah,
That's smart thinking on Xiaomi's part.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got amazing cameras. We've got all this power. We've got this great battery life.
Right.
We're looking at it on the screen. Of course.
Yes.
So all of these phones are using AMOLED screens.
Okay. The best of the best.
Yeah, so the 14 has a 6.36-inch screen,
Okay.
and then the Pro and the Ultra have a 6.73-inch screen.
Nice.
So nice and big.
Plenty of real estate.
Yeah, and they've got Dolby Vision HDR10 Plus
Oh, wow. All the bells and whistles?
and an adaptive refresh rate that goes from 1 to 120 hertz.
Okay, so smooth scrolling.
Oh, yeah.
Responsive gaming.
It's not just about that, though.
Oh, really?
It's about feeling like you're part of the action.
Yeah.
Like you're immersed in whatever you're watching.
I mean, think about those nature documentaries.
Oh, yeah.
Where the colors are just so vibrant. It's like you're right there in the Amazon.
Yeah.
That's Dolby Vision.
Wow.
And then for gaming, those like really intense moments where you need like super fast response times.
Yeah.
That's where that adaptive refresh rate comes in.
Makes all the difference.
Yeah, no motion blur, nothing like
Yeah.
that.
So they've really thought of everything, haven't they?
It seems so.
Sleep design, crazy powerful performance, epic battery life,
Mm-hmm.
super fast charging Leica cameras that shoot 8K video, and a display that's going to blow your mind.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. So the question is
Yeah.
the Xiaomi 14 series actually living up to the hype?
I mean, from what we've seen here,
Yeah.
I'd say absolutely. They're not just like focusing on specs,
Right.
It's about how we use our phones,
Right.
how we capture the world, how we experience things.
Yeah, it's like they're thinking about the bigger picture.
Definitely.
It's not just about the tech itself. It's about how that tech
Impacts our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess the question now is,
Yeah.
are these just phones? Or
Uh,
are we looking at the future of mobile tech?
That's a good question.
Yeah, something to think about.
Yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
As always, been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then. Bye. AA.